Tweet this at 2 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Also, I did get some questions about whether we actually shot the dog, and no, here's the Dogbert. No animals were harmed in the shooting of that segment. So, just so you know. Yeah, Dogbert's not the friendliest dog in the world. Anyway, maybe somebody should. But I wanted to continue with this content shock because I thought the points were so great. And you know what Mark is talking about is building a content shock strategy. You know, I like to think, I got my wrong glasses on now. See what a difference it makes? I like to think that I have some shock value, but you know, really I need some promotion value. I've been doing this for not quite 6 months, and I feel like, you know, yes, you do. Mark's new book says you can't buy this stuff, but I feel like I have to spend something just to get above the waves a little bit, and I'm going to get his book. We're going to try. He's already kind of agreed to be on the show. We'll probably do it. We'll probably do it recorded because it's a lot less stress than this trying to, oops, I hit the microphone. Trying to do it live is really hard. So he wrote this article called Content Shock. And he explained that the content is getting better. And, you know, the big players are getting in on it. And if you thought you could just stand in front of a camera, I mean, even this, you know, I just sent Dr. Data, Eric, I just sent him a message because he said that LinkedIn limited his ability to show videos to 10 minutes. But actually, if you use an embed code in Vimeo, or I think even YouTube, and you can autoplay it just as well as you can if you upload it. So, but Eric, you know, he's got a fancy Blue Yeti or something on his desk. I used to have those, and it picked up all the machine noise. I have blade servers behind me. We do, actually some work with computers here at the office. I have a fan going for the summer. It's actually running right now. And all of that is gone. I think my audio is as good as anybody's. And here, I have two $3 microphones. It's all about how it sounds. I bought the Blue Yeti. I bought the condenser lavalier. I bought a lot of stuff, but the $2 Chinese mic with a long cord actually does the best job of reproducing what I want to sound like. So, but the content is getting better and better. You know, when I hear someone talking marketing and their audio is awful, I think, what do they know? And that's the way it's getting. Okay, so he wrote this article 5 years ago and predicted that it's going to get harder and harder to break through. If your business depends on content marketing, then you better be really good at it, and you better figure out a niche that you can dominate, or SEO, you can get the SEO. And that's not easy because, you know, I search on AI, I search on predictive marketing, predictive modeling, customer segmentation, RFM. I speak on all of those things. And, you know, there's just not many articles in any of them. They're just, you know, no one covers the waterfront like we try to do in this show. But if I stayed in one and just pounded the daylights out of it, maybe I'd get more views. But there's more to life than just RFM. I mean, we want to go beyond that. And there's a lot more scamming going on in AI and big data and all that. So we want to protect you from that. I can't help it, you know. So I try and give it make it fun and keep it short. So anyway, content shock is not necessarily a threat. It can also be their primary strategy. This is where we kind of left off. But he says you got to be the indispensable authority. Who's indispensable? Nobody's indispensable. Sorry, Mark. You're not indispensable. I finally found you. I actually had been following you on Twitter, and you followed me back. And I haven't followed anybody in a long time. So that was nice of you. I posted the previous talk and linked you. I posted it on Twitter and linked you to it. We live stream on YouTube, Periscope, which is the main thing I watch because it's the most interactive and Twitch, which the kids use, and then Periscope reposted on Twitter, and I posted on LinkedIn. So, but nobody's an indispensable authority. If I get hit by a bus today, the world will go on. I hate to say it, but it will. Now, the strategy is clear cut. Here we go. This is what I wanted to get to that I didn't get to today. The strategy is clear cut. If your strategy is content marketing, find an unsaturated content niche and rapidly fill that with helpful, high-quality content. And I get more hits on RFM than I do on almost anything else. I believe that the real power is direct marketing that is undiscovered, and even direct mail. But you know what? Those has-been buzzwords. And the challenge in marketing is getting on the future buzzwords. So I'm actually working on an arrangement, an affiliation with, let's see if I can bring them up, with a luminary. Bring that up. It's an AI group. See the AI right there? I can't with a straight face say what I do in predictive modeling is AI, but I could describe how to enhance it with AI and give me something quicker to look at with AI. And so what we're talking about is doing some kind of partnership with me knowing where to find the money in predictive modeling and going after those companies, and then having a luminary come alongside and automate their dashboard processes, their reporting, their inventory management, their store management, and even some of their marketing process. And I'm kind of excited about it. But anyway, back to shock content. I keep calling it shock content. It's contact shock. I'm not sure why you named it that way, Mark, but shock content sounds a lot more cool, but you must have had your reasons. Anyway, keep producing content in that topic niche that's relevant, consistent, and superior. Well, we're working hard on keeping producing. Is it relevant? Well, it's daily. Consistent? Yes, we are consistent, and I'm not sure about superior. I'm the only one that I know of. I've been searching for daily marketing news shows. I haven't found any live streams like that. So maybe there's something on CNN that I don't know about, or on cable. Anyway, I think he's right that we probably should have more focus on here. The other problem is that if I get too focused, I lose focus. Think about that. I've been around for a while, and I am curious about a lot of things. So I keep it fun for me. I sit in a dark room and laugh at my own jokes. And I really hope that people find it entertaining. I'm as interested in it being entertaining as I am interested in it being, what did he have to say? Relevant, consistent, and superior. So I'm probably not competing with you, Mark. But I think I hope we get you on here and we get to discuss this. I think this is right too. Content shock isn't a trend; it's a wave. I think you're really right about that. I think you got to pick something and do it, and you got to keep doing it. And I think, yeah, Snapchat was red hot, and one of the panelists explained that this was the place to be because engagement levels were so high. This claim was not sustainable. If the platform really did take off, it would attract a flood of content producers, and soon Snapchat would be in content shock too. Sure enough, the very next year, these same panelists were lamenting how their engagement levels had dropped like a rock in the ocean of new content. It's not a one-off trend. It can be applied to any platform. Well, I'm really curious, Mark. You said you're taking a few weeks off, so I'll send you this one too. I'll send you this link, and you're right. the more that gets spent by mainstream media or by Walmart, you know, or Amazon on programming, the less people are likely to watch something like this. I admit it. I'm going to keep going. And I'm going to keep talking up people like you that give us some great ideas. And if you're basing your business on content marketing alone, I think Mark's right that you have some real challenges ahead of you. The distraction is mammoth. Now, my thinking is that maybe you should do some offline marketing, like mail. That's where I'm headed. I'm headed back to stuff that you have to deal with. And here's something. I keep a pile of this stuff here. Here's some mailers that I get from Google. From PayPal. From LinkedIn. And there you go. I just keep them in case I'm talking about it. When those guys are mailing me, it's time to think, let's get off digital for a bit. Let's go some other place. Okay? You don't have to be the great Game of Thrones, but you have to be the Game of Thrones or better in your specific niche. I think that's great. Now, here's just 4 points of how to build your strategy. Okay? Content shock is part of our marketing reality in a noisy digital world. So we need to adopt, adapt, and adjust. It's really good. This is some of the best stuff I've run across in months. And I've been reading 20, 30 articles a day, right? Except I got dragged into spring break. Points to make your spring break. One was eat. One was don't be the first to pass out. Sometimes I don't know how I get into these things. Anyway, recognizing the continuous dynamics of content shock is the most important part of content marketing strategy today. Without incorporating the reality of content shock into your plans, you're wasting your time and money. So what you need to do is accurately assess where your business and industry stand in terms of information density. The problem I've always had, back in the 80s when I started talking, as soon as you talk up something that works, your competitors come in and copy your language. That's what happened to me. And I got frustrated. I should have read your book back then. Because I was, tall cotton, and then the internet came, and I just felt like I got wiped out in a big wave of dumb. And it would have been, it was one thing if it would have been right, but most of it was baloney. Anyway, second, creating a content strategy based on your ability to maneuver within the content density reality of your niche. Wow. And the hard part too is, are there bounds to a niche? Are there? And again, Mark, these are questions from me to you. Continually assessing your progress and monitoring the density of your niche. If I want to get views, I'm best off doing best car commercial of 2018. Best Christmas ad, best New Year's, best Super Bowl ad. Those things get me the most views. Do they get me any business? Probably not long term. So it's a very, I'd love to do cat videos just to get the views up. But, there's more to life than views. Committing to a long-term content strategy of relevance, consistency, and superiority to stay at the top. Well, one of the things I'm committing to is continuing. If I feel like 10 minutes, and oftentimes the article I really want to talk about most, gets pushed back 5 minutes just because I start talking about something. So this is my reprise that we're going to air later in the day for the people that really want to know what's real. I watch Scott Adams for about 50 minutes a day because he explains the news to me. If you want to get things explained, join me here. Okay, Mark. Looking forward to seeing you on here in a couple of weeks. Have fun, relax, have a great start to 2019. I'm John Miglosh for the WDMA and the International Society for Strategic Marketing. Have a great day.